Alright, now we've got Yoriichi the Training Bot. Now this guy, we thought some of the other Hashira would be the, kings and queens of having a ridiculous amount of hits and ridiculous amount of particle effects, but I think once again, this guy has somehow taken the cake and is just the most ridiculous multi-hitting character I have ever seen in almost any game. Even just, of course, yeah, his skills look ridiculous. They're just a billion, trillion hits of slashes, and you link them together and you do some damage. They even things like, this is just his dive kick. That whole situation was just his dive kick. And while it's very cool, it does present with a problem that he uses a lot of time in his combo. And once again, this is not a guide, this is just us showing off his moveset. And to do so, let's just show his regular target combos. Usually this is a combo, the basic combo that works with everyone, but his strings take so long that he can't even finish the most basic possible combo in the game, because he just has way too many damn hits and takes way too much time from the combo timer. Which is unfortunate, and you have to get a little bit creative as to how you get your damage then. But regardless, he's cool and does a lot of cool stuff. So we already showed his basic attack strings and his dive kick. His throw is pretty cool. It has a little bit deceptive range, as you saw there. It looks like it goes really far, but he kind of keeps sliding forward without a hitbox. But it does have somewhat decent range. But yeah, it's very easy to fool yourself. Good damage on it as well. And he's also a character that can often end combos in a throw, like after the dive kick there. So that's just good to note. And heavy. It is a charging heavy, that's good to know, that he resisted the opponent when he does it, because I think that is a really strong trait to have. And other than that, yeah, it's a heavy. Alright, now let's get into his specials. So, it's pretty hard to tell the difference between his specials, but this is neutral special, and this is tilt specials, where he does a bunch of swinging in circles. That's tilt special, and just actually that has circles in it too, crap. Whatever, just figure it out, or guess, or actually look at the text on the screen. This is pincer strike, his neutral special. So if you just tap it once, he just does this and the opponent's in a crumple state that you can combo from. Pretty cool, you can get a throw or a grounded combo, whatever you like. Or you can press the button again, does an extra follow-up, does great damage, and you get a free dash into a aerial dash. Very cool. A cool thing about this crumple state that I will mention now is that it's a long crumple state that you can cancel from, and he does have a timing-based combo he can go for, because one of his specials, his guard special, can be held, and it does a ridiculous amount of damage if you hold it down completely. Ridiculous. And after this, if you hold it down all the way, it's not going to connect, but if you time it to release it just in time, so you kind of juice as much of the charge as possible, you can get a really cool amount of damage from two specials. Wait, let me try it. I'm really trying to push it. Oops. Yeah, I don't know if that was perfect, but 3,600 without even being in a combo from two specials is kind of cool. It's a very simple way he can get a lot of damage out of nowhere. But yeah, interesting special, very easy to use, extends combos. You can either keep it on the ground or press it again to put them in the air for free. I think that's a really cool thing to have. And I love when characters have ways of going into the air or in the ground. So good special. And in the air, it acts basically the exact same way. If the opponent is grounded, it will delete to the same crumple state that you can get the same stuff from, or you can press it again and it will just bounce the opponent. Tilt skill. Once again, a lot of swinging of the sword, does a little bit less damage than the double version of neutral special, but yeah, honestly they have very similar use cases, because this also leads to a free dash follow-up. So you kind of just use them interchangeably, because if you're not aware, the more you use a single special in a combo, the more it does less damage each time you use it, if that makes sense. So if you use one of them at the start, just use the other one near the end, because they're both pretty similar in how you use them. And if you even just do a simple combo like that, you can get some sort of decent damage, where you can use them one after another. And get some random combo going. It doesn't go ridiculously far. He doesn't charge forward before he does it, so do be careful. It's not like a neutral skip. and he has to do the full animation before he can cancel, just so you're aware. So maybe your neutral one, like this is the neutral skill, the Pierce Strike. This you can actually cancel at endpoint from the first hit, second hit, or at the very end. So it's definitely a lot safer for like adding into your pressure, and that means that you can kind of get some interesting stuff where like you can get like a single hit of it and cancel it, or you can get 2 hits of it and then cancel it, or get all 3 hits of it and then cancel it. Just good ways to mix the opponent up. Very, very handy. Now his guard skill is his DP. If you just tap it, it doesn't really do much. You can hold it down and charge it though. It does take a long time to charge, but the amount of damage increase you get when you charge this thing is phenomenal. Like, doing this is an above average damage BMB combo for most characters. So if you have opponent doing something that you know is going to be super punishable, maybe they're doing like a weird tilt skill that they can't cancel out of if it doesn't hit or something, I don't know, just hold this down and see if you can punish someone with it. Even just a little bit of a charge does a lot of damage. So yeah, very unique DP, and he also travels very far when he does it. Oops. Actually, that's not true. That's his guard, that's his heavy that travels far. This does not travel at all. This one does, my bad. Then he's got his demon skill, or his extra skills, I don't know what you call it in his case. But neutral, we've got Fixer Upper. I think it just gives you extra meter refill. It doesn't give you more life. Yeah, so you replenish your blue skill gauge, which I guess is kind of cool. It's hard to tell how fast it will be. I guess I could change it, but it doesn't really sound too worth it. Wait, where do I change that? Skill gauge. Oh, my skill gauge is normal. Wait, what? Okay, so we just spend a bunch of it. And now he tries to fix me up. Okay, it actually does happen pretty quickly, so maybe you do something that has a long knockdown. It's kind of just like using your own free boost, which would be cool, but not so interesting for combos or anything. But what is really cool is this, and this is like a crucial part of his moveset. So this is his tilt demon skill, or solo skill, whatever you call them now. It is invincible, and it starts a blue combo, and that's perfect for a guy like this who takes 7 years to do each of his specials, and he finally gets time to just really hit hard and gets an actual damaging combo there. Even that random combo of random specials I just did, which was only 3 bars of skill gauge, did like 4,000 something, so I'm sure if you optimize you can get pretty good damage off of that. So from like interesting, unique difference from getting a lot of damage from this into getting a ridiculous amount of damage from this, which is actually invincible, just costs you some demon gauge, is super, super strong. I think he's going to have surprisingly good defense for a surprisingly good defense. Now, honestly, that's basically all there is to him. Does a lot of slashes. He has a decent ability to mix you up thanks to his cancel ability, but he just takes a long time, hits you a bunch of times. I don't know if that'll mean he's good or bad at breaking the opponent's guard, because it kind of depends on how heavy the hits are, whether they break the opponent's guard, like even after doing a bunch of specials like this. It seems like it takes quite a lot to break it. So maybe he's just about doing chip damage or something, I'm not sure. His ultimate, let's see how far it goes. No, not ridiculous, but I'm sure it'll be fine to land in combos. And, I mean, of course, to be honest, going into Surge doesn't really make so much sense for him, because you kind of do the same combo route anyways. You just go for a bunch of long slashes, and doesn't let you get particularly much more specials in your combo than you normally could have anyways. So I think he's a more of like, spend a bunch of meter for your 4,000 combos, and then boost, and then do the same thing again, and then ultimate to finish him off. But yeah, that's Yoriichi. He's a pretty simple bot, but I think it could be very effective. He's just got decent damage, he's got a lot of hits, and he's got mix. So I guess that's all you can ask for. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.